Mr. Muhammed is here. In this tutorial, we're going to solve a checkpoint past paper from cover to cover. Obviously, this is April 2018, paper 2, and in this paper, calculator is allowed. So we're going to use the calculator to the best we can. Question 1. Write a negative number in each box to make the calculation correct. Then to do this, we need two numbers that when you multiply them, they equal to 18, like 2 and 9, or it could be, okay, since the question says write a negative number in each box, so negative 2, negative 9. And when we multiply them, we got a positive number. Whenever you stuck in questions like this, calculator is allowed, check your answer. Negative 2 times negative 9. This is 18. Done. Question 2. Complete these sentences. The probability that a football team wins a match is 0.6. And the probability it does not win is, it must be 0.4, because the probability of something that happened and the probability of the same thing that will not happen, they must add up to 1, and 0.6 plus 0.4 will be equal to 1, or you can simply get this by subtracting 0.6 from 1, so that is 0.4, just the answer. The probability that a player scores a goal is not given, and the probability that the player does not score a goal is this. Then in this case, we have to again subtract this from 1, because this is the probability of not happening. Then the probability of happening is a fraction that adds up to 1 with this one. Then the easier way to do this, look at 3. How much more you need from 3 to complete 8? We need 5 more. And the denominator never changes. The probability that a fan supports a team is 72%. And the probability that the fan does not support the team is, so 100 minus 72, it is 28. This is percentage. Then in percentage, we consider the probability as 100%. So the probability of happening and not happening together, they have to add up to 100, because this is percentage. Question 3 is about scatter diagram. The scatter graph shows the value thousands of dollars and the age years of 8 cars. Okay, here the age of the cars and the value thousands of dollars. A 9th car has a value of $11,000 and is 5 years old. So 5 years old and $11,000. Here is 5 and 11 is right here. It's between 10 and 12. Well, where they cross, it's around here. It's around here. Okay. Then part A. Plot the information for the 9th car. We did. Find the median age of the 9 cars. Median, look at the cars. Let's order their ages from least to greatest. Then we'll be able to find the median. So 2 cars are 1 year old. So we can write here 1, 1. Then a car here is 2 years old, 2. Another car is 3 years old, this one. Look, we covered all of these. This car is 4 years old. This car is 5 years old. This car is 6 years old. This one is 7 years old. And the last one is 9 years old. Now, to get the median, Since it's n group data, there is no any frequency. We just start cancelling them, smallest with the greatest, and so on. Finally, we see only one number in the middle, which is the median, 4. The median is 4 years. Describe the relationship between the value of a car and its age. As you see the scatter diagram, as long as the age increases, the value of the car goes down. So here is a negative correlation between the age of the car and the value. The description could be like this. Here is a negative correlation between the age of the car and the value of the car, or the price. Question 4. Mia's house has increased in value by $12,000 in 15 months. Work out the rate of increase in the value of Mia's house. Give your answer in dollars per month. Look, the price increased $12,000 in 15 months. So we're going to divide 12,000 by 15. Let's get how many dollars will each month take. 12,000 divided by 15 is equal to 800. So the rate is $800 per month. Oliver's house has increased in value by $10,200 in 12 months. Tick to show whose house has increased in value at a greater rate. Then we have the rate for Mia's house. We have to calculate the rate for Oliver's house by dividing this increase. 10,200 happened in 12 months. Let's see. It's $850. So the rate for Oliver's house is $850 per month. So it means Oliver's house has increased more in value. Show your work. Then the work is 10,200 divided by 12 is equal to $850. So Oliver's house increased more than Mia's house. Question 5. Angelica leaves home at 8:30 a.m. She walks at a constant speed to a shop which is 3 kilometers from her home. She arrives at the shop at 9:10. She stays there for 15 minutes. Okay. Draw a travel graph to show Angelica's journey. So it starts at 8:30 right here. It starts at 8:30. Okay, and she walks at a constant speed to the shops 3 kilometers. Okay, she starts here. She starts here and she arrives to the shops by 9:10. 9 is here. 9:10, 9:20, 9:30. So 9:10 is here. By 9:10, she goes 3 kilometers. So this is where she arrived by 9:10 and stays there for 15 minutes. So each small square here represents 10 minutes. How do we know? Here is 9, 9:10, 9:10 is here, 9:20, 9:30. So each square represents 10 minutes. So 15 minutes will be one square and half. So this much she stayed in the shops. And then she walks at a constant speed back home, arriving there at 10:10. 10 is here, 10:10 is right here. Okay, now let's just join the points that we plot. But remember, in the exam, ruler should be used. So you see here, question 6. A candle loses 22.4 centimeters of height when it burns for 7 hours. Okay, we have 22.4 in 7 hours. 22.4 in 7 hours. An identical candle burns for 4 hours. Work out how much height the candle loses. So firstly, we need to work out the amount of lose in 1 hour. So we will get this by dividing 22.4 by 7. 22.4 in 7 hours. So by dividing 22.4 by 7, we will get 3.2, which is in 1 hour. The candle loses 3.2 centimeters in 1 hour. Okay, now we need to know the height in 4 hours. The height that has been lost, we're going to multiply 4 by 3.2. 4 times 3.2 is equal to 12.8. Then 12.8 centimeters in 4 hours. Saki has 1865 apples. She packs them into crates. Each crate can hold 48 apples. Work out the largest number of crates that she can fill completely. So simply we just divide this number of apples by 48 to see how many full crates will she have. 1865 divide by 48. For such questions, we're going to ignore the decimal side. She's going to fill 38 full crates. For such questions, we ignore the decimal part. Question 9a. Carol has some toy bricks. Each brick is either red or blue. The ratio of red bricks to blue bricks is 3:4. Look, the red is written here before the blue. It means the first number represents red. The first number is for the red bricks, and the second number in the ratio is for the blue. Why? Because ratio is always respectively. Like red is first, 2 represents the dots. These dots stand for the 2. Red is first, 3. Blue is second, 4. Draw a ring around the fraction of the bricks that are blue. According to this ratio, it means in 7 bricks, 4 of them are blue. In 7 bricks, 4 out of 7 are blue. 4 out of 7 are blue. Why this one is wrong? 4 out of 3, because the 4 stands for blue, 3 stands for red. There is no 4 blues out of 3 reds. No, but there are 4 blues out of 7 bricks according to this ratio. Gabriella has also some toy bricks. Her bricks are either yellow or green. The ratio of yellow to green bricks is 4:1. It means 4 yellow bricks to 1 green brick. She has 50 bricks altogether. Work out how many green bricks Gabriella has. This question is like sharing using ratio. So sharing using ratio follows 3 steps. Step 1, 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. Step 2, 50 divide by 5. By this 5 is this one we used in step 2. 50 divided by 5 is equal to 10. And step 3, 10 will be multiplied by the ratio. 10 times 4 is 40. 10 times 1 is 10. So according to the ratio, it's yellow to green. It means this 40 represents yellow, and the 10 represents green. Work out how many green bricks are there. How many green bricks are there? There are 10. green bricks. But if you don't do these steps, it's not easy to get this 10. A hotel has 250 rooms. 175 rooms are occupied. Calculate the percentage of the rooms that are occupied. Well, to calculate percentage, we always divide the amount that the question is about, divide by the total. To represent this as a fraction, we say 175 out of 250. And this is the result, 0.7. This is the fraction. If the question asked to represent these as fraction, it's 7 out of 10. As decimal, 0.7. As percentage, we have to multiply the result of the division by 100 to make it percentage. That is 70%. Question 11. Find the nth term of each sequence. The first one has been done for you. 3, 6, 9, 12, as you see, these are multiples of 3. So obviously it's 3n. 6, 12, 18, 24. These are multiples of 6. So the nth term is 6n. 5, 8, 11, 14. The difference between them, look, these numbers are not a multiple of a certain number, so then we need to investigate it. The difference between them is 3. This one we got it by plus 3, another plus 3, another plus 3. Okay, and if we number these terms, we can say this is the first term, the second term, the third term, the fourth term. Now, 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 1, 3. How much more we need to get 5? We need to have plus 2 for it. 3 times 1, 3, plus 2, 5. Let's see this board. 3 times 1, 3, plus 2, 5. 3 times 2, 6, plus 2, 8. 3 times 3, 9, plus 2, 11. 3 times 4, 12, plus 2, 14. So as you see, plus 3 is in all the terms, and plus 2 is in all the terms. But what we did, we said 3 times 1, it means 3n. These numbers are representing n, because for the first term n is 1, for the second term n is 2, for the third term n is 3, for the fourth term n is 4. When we say 3 times 1 plus 2, we just said 3 times n plus 2. 3 times n plus 2 to generalize this. Then it is 3n, and for all of them we said plus 2. This plus 2 takes place in the rule of the nth term. We got 3n plus 2. Now a quick check. If n be equal to 1, we will have 3 times 1 plus 2, that gives the 5. If n be equal to 2, we will have 3 times 2, which is 6, plus 2, 8. We got the second term. If n be equal to 3, 3 times 3, 9, plus 2, 11. We got it. 3 times 4, 12, plus 2, 14. Here are some number cards, 6, 10, 5, 11, and 7. Use 2 of the cards to make a fraction which is less than 1 over 2. It's clear that 1 over 2 is equal to 0.5. 1 divided 2 is 0.5. So we need 2 of these numbers. When we divide them by each other, we get something less than 0.5. Let's test. If we say 6 over 10, 6 divided 10, it's 0.6. It's not less than 0.5. If we say 7 divided 11, because we are checking until we get the right answer, it's equal to 0.63. It's also more than 0.5. If we say 5 divided by 11, this is 0.45, which is less than 0.5. Then this is the answer, 5 over 11. 5 over 11 is the answer. The diagram shows a triangle on a grid. On the grid, draw 6 more of the same triangle to show how it tessellates. As you know, triangle is tessellating. It means when we draw a few triangles next to each other, they don't leave any gap behind. Then this triangle, 1, 2, 3, it's 3 by 3, it's equilateral. So here is one, and there is no any gap between them. To draw one more, I'm going to draw another one on the side. 3 steps, 1, 2, 3, and here 1, 2, 3. Another one. If we flip this one, 3 steps, 1, 2, 3, and here we did 3 more. The question says 6 more. Then one more can come here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now we had 3. Now one more, 4 more, and we can draw one more here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more triangles, and this is the last one. 2 sides are drawn. We did 6 more triangles, and there is no any gap between them, so it is tessellation. Chen has 1.6 kilograms of flour. He uses 1/4 of the flour to make a cake. He uses a further 325 grams of the flour to make some biscuits. Calculate how much flour Chen has left. Give your answer in grams. So the first thing we have is in kilograms, and the usage are in grams. And quarter, it means we need to divide the first number by 4 to get the quarter. Then 1.6 kilogram times 1000 will be in grams. Then the quarter is this much divided by 4. We see 1/4 is 400 grams. Let's record this, 400 grams. Now 1600 minus 400, and then minus 325, as they are stated in the question. Now 875 grams left over. Give your answer in grams. It is 875. A train travels a 300 km/h. Work out how far the train travels in 25 minutes. So the train moves 300 kilometers in 60 minutes. The train moves 300 kilometers in 1 hour is 60 minutes. Okay, how can we get 25 out of 60? How? So if we get the distance in 5 minutes, so we will be able to get 25, because when we got the 5 minutes, we multiply by 5, we'll get the 25. Okay, here, if we divide 60 by 12, we will get 5. So we're going to divide everything by 12 to get the distance in 5 minutes. Then 300 divided by 12 is equal to 25. Let's write it. 25 kilometers and 60 divided by 12 is equal to 5. 25 kilometers in 5 minutes. Work out how far the train travels in 25 minutes. Don't be confused. This is minutes, this is kilometers. There is no connection between them. Now, how can we change this 5 minutes to 25 minutes? In this step, we divided everything by 12 to get 5 minutes. But in this step, we're going to multiply everything by 5. Why? Because we need to get 25 minutes as the question wants. But it's not easy to get 25 right from 60. That's why we did this step. Now, 25 times 5 will be 125 kilometers. 5 minutes times 5 will be 25 minutes. Now the answer wants kilometers. The distance in 25 minutes. So it's 125 kilometers. 125 kilometers is the answer. Question 16. Triangle ABC is enlarged by a scale factor of 2 to give triangle XYZ. This diagram is not to scale. Side YZ is 9 centimeters. Find the length of side BC. So here everything is multiplied by 2. Everything from the smaller triangle to the bigger triangle, all the lengths are multiplied by 2. So if we go back, the opposite of multiplication is division. So we have to divide everything by 2 to go back there. So side YZ is 9 centimeters. If we divide it by 2, it will be 4.5 for BC. BC is 4.5. Angle BAC. Angle BAC is 35 degrees. Find angle YXZ. Then this angle is the same. Well, in enlargement, the sides are getting bigger, but the angles will not change. And one reasonable answer to this, why the angles will not change, the angles in this triangle, they add up to 180. Okay, if we double them, the angles of the bigger triangle will be more than 180, which is not true. It's something that never happens. The sum of the angles must stay 180. If it's more or less than 180, it means we are not dealing with triangle. It's something else. Then this angle is 35 degrees. This angle is also 35 degrees. So just write the answer in its place. 35 degrees. Write these masses in order of size starting with the smallest. Okay, these masses, 45 grams. 45 grams is the smallest. How kilogram will be reduced into gram? How can we convert kilogram to gram? If we multiply by 1000. Then 0.08 times 1000 is equal to 80. So this one is 80 grams. This one, 0.14 times 1000. 0.14 times 1000 is 140. Okay, the lightest or the smallest is 45 grams. And after 45 grams, we have 80 grams, but it's given in the question as 0.08 kilogram. That's what we have to copy, 0.08 kilograms, because it's given like this in the question. It's 0.08 kilograms. This number here, it just helps us to order them. But when we write the answers, we have to use these units that are given in the question. See, okay, this one gone. This one gone. Now 140 grams is the third one, but it's 0.14 in the question. We have to copy it as the question. And finally, it's 1200 grams. Alright, question 17 done. This is the end of this tutorial. Thank you for watching. Keep up for part 2.